Bitcoin's going to zero.
No, not really. I was just kidding. Bitcoin's not going to zero. I promise. Not gonna happen. Won't happen. Can't happen. Actually, is impossible for it to go to zero because it is decentralized. Some of the other ones, yeah, they can go to zero. They can go to crapola quick. We've seen that with Luna, and Celsius, and several of those. They all just went because there's a company behind it. They can pull out liquidity and just skull rape everyone. So we had our new daily candle open on Bitcoin. It's about 6 o'clock, about an hour ago. So far, flat, done nothing. There she is. But we have continued with this big bullish engulfing candle. Technically, it's not, but it is. We lost this negative momentum. It's going. It's still going. It's getting. We can look and see what we got going on with the corns. The old Bitcoins. Everyone's favorite. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Oh, look there. On the daily, Bitcoin's showing possible Class A bullish divergence. Possible. We've got to lose a little bit more negative momentum to confirm it. We really need to hit neutral to confirm it, but I'm playing that little bit of an edge. So that's good. That's what you really need to see on a large time scale like the daily, the 4 hour. We've already turned positive on the momentum. That's good. 1 hour also, we've lost a little bit of positive momentum, but I'm not going to stress about this. Let's look at the weekly. Oh. Let's remove these lines so we can look at this. What is the weekly doing? Is it? Is it really? Oh, we've had triple. At one point, we had triple Class A bullish divergence. And it's turned positive. It started to play out. Get it better where you can see it. How's it look? Yeah, okay. It started to play out. Then we started to lose the positive momentum. And now we're starting to build again. This is kind of where I like to see it. And I've been saying it all freaking year. September typically is a good month. I think it's one of the best months that crypto performs well. And we're kind of starting to get into that. And it may play out again. And this may be a month to make some real money, long and short in crypto. Maybe. We can look back and try to see. It is the weekly. Let's look back at the monthly. See how that's going for everybody. Oh, the monthly's just been steady building. But then again, here's what I like to see. If we can ever start losing this negative momentum on the monthly, we may just be seeing a triple hidden bullish divergence going on. You can see here, I mean, that's what we would have if we could start losing right now and maintain that. But we will look. Let's check out the Septembers and see how that is. September right here. Last September was kind of flat. Green, but kind of flat. But we saw what followed that September. That had a massive. Let's see. The last September, our monthly candle opened up in October at 43. Got as high as 70 and closed at 62. That's October, maybe the month then, huh? And we can look back at previous September of 19, actually. I mean, we had a big green candle after that. September of 20, months of green candle runs there. let's see, September of 17. Typically, all of them is typically a red month with a long candle on the bottom, and then followed by some pretty massive size. So maybe I am wrong and read that article wrong quite a while ago. Maybe it's October. Maybe that's our month of gains is October. Yeah, it seems to be. I am absolutely incorrect. September is always a small, flat month, possibly red, and the next month's always booming. So that's what we need to see. We need to see a nice wick start this new and run up, and we need to see some negative momentum lost on the monthly to make some stuff happen. And I hope that's what we have go on. But still looking strong on the monthly. The weekly is I can't really complain because we're kind of holding in there. We're showing some signs that we're trying to hang in. Crypto's really trying to hang on better than the stocks. I mean, look what we had. So we had the Dow Jones sell off 1,000 points Friday. And how did we end the week? I mean, we were down. We had a high of 21.8, low of 19. I mean, we lost $2,000. But if you want to look at it percent wise, how did that work out from high to low? About 11%, but really it didn't make a lower low. That's really good for crypto. Normally crypto, when it sells off so much worse. But I like it. I think it looks good. I think we're setting up because we have a slightly higher low on lower levels of negative momentum down here. And there's just not a whole lot of negativity on the weekly chart to talk about. Not a lot of like super bullishness either, but when it comes to crypto, as long as it's not bearish, it's bullish. And I think we're going to be okay. And if we do get another leg down, so be it. Buy more. Ethereum. Now, this was a trade set up in Discord for all my patrons in Discord today. This was a trade set up, and I don't know if any of them are watching right now, but it played out beautifully. Ethereum's looking pretty decent. We're building positive momentum on the weekly. Haven't lost it yet on the monthly. The 4 hours looking good. The 1 hour is looking pretty decent. So you can't really complain. Ethereum had a nice run. Let me find 4 hours. I alerted, and we're going to see what it's done since. I'm pretty sure, I can look over at the Discord too. I alerted around right there-ish, about 1484. And I said, hey, if you want to enter, fine, but if you want to wait for confirmation, if it breaks around 1498 to 1506, you want to be in it. And there you go. And Lance says, he took the trade setup. He is one of my Discord members, long time, one of my first, I think you're in the top 10 of first people that signed up. Been with me for a while. He jumped on it when alerted, and he's just said he's up 108%, and I'm sure that's leverage. But if you know how to play leverage on KuCoin or whatever, you'll get the hang of it. And that's 108%. That's pretty big money for less than 8 hours from entering a trade. It's amazing. You can't complain about that. And if anybody wants referral links, I can send you links to KuCoin or everything. If they're already posted in the Discord, all my members have access to them. If you want them here, I can put them in the description. I'll start doing that for you guys. But Ethereum's looking great. We're at a major inflection zone, really. What would have been me shrink this. Hold on. So this Head and Shoulders situation, I'm gonna draw it out because I know y'all can't see on your phones, whoever's watching it, as good as I can on my computer. So this Head and Shoulders that we identified, it broke down, didn't break down as much as I suspected it would. $125. I mean, all right, Lance, if you don't mind, that's $125. What did you enter that trade with? I'm not going to do the math. I've about 3 glasses of whiskey in right now, and that's not going to be my strong suit. But $125 in what, 4 hours? That's, you can't complain about that, man. That don't care who you are. That's a winning ratio. But the Head and Shoulders didn't break down like we thought it would. It's much stronger. And then we had this massive candle up. Yeah, I mean, you make $125 off $90. 40 times leverage. There, the man just straight up honest with all of y'all. You've got to get in the Discord, and you've got to check out these. It's free to join. It's free to join my Discord. Everyone gets a trial period of like 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, you get to see everything we post for all of our members. Thank God I got lots of great VIP members, lifetime members, monthly members. They don't mind. They don't mind. They don't mind helping you. They don't mind showing you how they're doing it because we're a community. We're building a community. We're not about putting up big numbers and having 15 million people in our Discord. Don't care nothing about it. For what I actually charge a month, that's nobody's making money off that. That's to keep, I charge to keep you interested. You got money at risk, you're more than likely going to keep up and be active in the Discord, and you're more than likely going to try to get your money's worth out of it. So I'm trying to keep you accountable instead of going, yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. No, you got $5 a month at risk, which is nothing, but maybe you'll check it out. Maybe you'll catch one of these big runners. Last week we had well, today's, no. Was it last week or last Friday? We had a 1,400% runner on, I believe, RKT, or no, BBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. That's what it was. Bed Bath & Beyond, 1,400% runner. I'm just hoping you guys will check this out and catch that. So, anyway, trade setup, alerted. It's still rocking. I mean, we're building positive momentum. I love it on the 4 hour. The 1 hour's trying to lose some momentum, but it got overbought. You can't complain a whole lot about the 1 hour. That's something that's just in here. Put $720 on BBBY. Bed Bath & Beyond made him close to $7,000, people. Those are the kind of returns you get when you're diligent, when you sign up, and when you stay on top of it, when you're serious about it. When you invest in yourself, those are your returns. Flat out. You're not investing in me. You're not paying me. You're investing in yourself to get better. Enough of that rant. Back to the charts. Ethereum looks fine. Y'all going to be okay. You got to have your stop losses set. Don't get out anywhere without your stop losses. It's fine. Anybody else? Let's look at Doge for shits and giggles. See what it is trying to do for us. Everyone knows my story with Doge, why I love Doge, why Doge is a big part of my life. I will be getting a Doge tattoo soon. I've got tattoos. I've got them, but I'm not super keen on getting more. I'm kind of a big sissy. I'm a big weakling, but I'm gonna get the nerve to do it. But Doge is just kind of flopping around sideways, guys. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's just doing what Doge does. It's moving around, waiting on everybody else to make a move. We do have positive momentum. Technically, a lot of people want to panic about how much we fell from the 74-cent, 75-cent mark. But look what we've got, man. Look at this beautiful trading channel. Look. And if anybody wants to look it up, you can see what a trading channel does. Man, if you can sustain in this channel long enough, which you're right now bouncing around at this this little level of support and resistance right here, Doge could have some major fireworks go. Last time we had this big long, and I'm going to draw it up, big long channel. Look what happens. Big move up, lost 90 something, 99%, 100% of the original value, but look at that candle. If you're in it at these levels, once again, boom, boom, big green candles, little pullback, big. I mean, we just keep, Doge just keeps making the same pattern. And then even this right here, we've moved sideways, big run up. So if anybody thinks that, oh, Doge was a fluke, Doge is done, there's no point in getting in it. It's already, it's popped. Yeah, it did. But now's the time you do buy it. All of those right there, since the beginning of Doge, look what, and there's more. And you get down to smaller time frames, there's even more. That is a lot of history telling you it likes to do the same thing. Why wouldn't it do it again? We could go all the way back down to the bottom, and I would just buy 100 times more. Doge is fine. Our good friend Sheeb, the distant inbred cousin of Doge, is here to stay, I believe, people. And there's not a whole lot going on with the monthly here. Not really much to see. But if we get it back out on this weekly, it's making moves, trying to get back above that candle wick right there. It's trying its best to fight it and make this area support. I like it. I like it. We're in positive momentum. You can't be mad about it trying to get back up. It's fighting the trend and trying to run up. I love Sheep. Other cryptos to watch. Maker was up 10.5% today. VeThor's up 6.5%. You had a lot of them that was just break even and barely in red, down 0.5%, 0.25%. But more power to you. You had a few of them. Nothing to panic about. We look at the DXY. See what the dollar did today. I mean, the dollar is pounding this ceiling right here that we've got. It's pounding it at this 109 area, trying to break through. It wants to see it go. I mean, the weekly's just now starting to build positive momentum. There's just no sellers. Nobody was getting out of the dollar. That little red dot. Nobody's getting out of it. Federal Powell, they done made it clear. they're raising interest rates. And when you raise interest rates, where do you want your money at? Are you going to be in an asset that's on a downward slide? Because that's how it works. Or do you want to have your money in cash where it's gaining value? All right. That's plain and simple. They've already said put your money in cash. That's where we're going. But it's also a volatile time to be trading assets. Gold. Nobody cares about gold unless somebody's grandfather is on here watching my stream. And at that point, I'm very sorry. I don't look at gold anymore. I'm done with gold. Gold makes me want to just vomit a little bit. Now let's throw some trade setups. Let's do that. Let's post some trade setups. I hope my Discord members don't mind. I hope they don't care. I'm fixing to give away some trade setups. We're going to put them out there. Let's see. I will pull some from here. And we're going to give these trade setups away. Anybody watching, this is what you're getting. All right, so there's some RKT trades still available. That's right. We're going to talk about that one. That's what I'm going to talk about. RKT has been just crushing it. We've had puts on it all week. And I can get this. Here we go. So we've had all kinds of goodies here posted. An Airbnb call option today was posted, and at one point, you was up about 34% within the first 45 minutes to an hour after it being posted. Closed out some RKT positions, opened up some more that I told members in chat. RKT played out, made money. This was a risky call that's still open right now. Ford's still open. AXSM is it's right there on the verge. Another good down day today. Tomorrow will be at some insane profits. SPY puts, they were fire. This is what you're looking at. You're getting all these option puts posted every day. All right. And then we've got stock chat where you can pop in here. You can ask any question you want about trading. One of 3 people are gonna jump to answer it, and then some of our long-term members that's learned, they're gonna be all over you and help you out. They're not gonna make fun if you're asking questions you don't know. They're on it. So here's just, and we got short-term, mid-term. These are strictly common stock plays right here, and you can get in or get out, take them how you like. Midterm, these are things playing out over the next month or so. And then we've got long-term trades for those that you don't have the time to be on top of it every day. You're looking to build a long-term portfolio, and we've got those for you. We've got those set up right here. Apple and Snap and Coinbase and Yeti, Intel. Intel has performed amazingly lately, and we throw the technical analysis out to back up our calls and back up our trade alerts. You're not just trusting us. We're putting out charts, and we're explaining why we feel that way, why the charts are telling us the Apple call just blew up. And so, I mean, we're trying to help folks out. I'm glad everybody that could take part has taken part in it. But let's look at some stocks now. Let's get you some trade up. Let's trade up from zero to wealthy. That's what we're working on. We want to make everybody wealthy. We're not talking about, we don't want to make $1,000. We want you to make 20,000, 100,000, 100 million. I don't care. Wealth to you, it can mean what it wants to mean, but financial independence is never a bad thing. And I'm trying my best to help everyone with that. OXY was another call that was posted on there that has did nothing but perform. I think it was posted down in like the low 50s, maybe $62. I'm like, yeah, it's at 75.26 right now. It's making a crushing leap. Where's my AXSM? And I will explain it. So here's the weekly on it. It looks to be, it was some kind of flag. It's broken down. We thought we were going to form the classic W we want, but it's turned into an M. That reacted, which this is also a harmonic pattern. Yo, what's up? JoJo and I bought. And here's why I think that this is all about the fall. We did get some downward movement today. You start seeing the daily and 4-hour time frames are really looking a little more convincing. Now, I drew this days ago. This little squiggly line, I said, guys, we're starting to see this rounding top, which is a classic reversal pattern formation. We've started losing positive momentum. We're headed towards neutral, and we just got to keep losing that momentum and headed back down to a target of like 48.50. That's target number 1. Then we'll come down and try and close a gap here at like 25.46. It ran up too much, too fast. It's got to come back down. It's not that quality. And we see today for the first time, we went from neutral to negative on the momentum on the MACD. And we're starting to really get that exacerbated curve. So I'm expecting this to continue to play out this week. And what was my, Lance, if you're still on here, I can pull it up. My signal on that. We're going to give it to everybody. We're going to give it to everybody right now. Here it is. And I even put, this is a risky play. It's a gamble. You don't have to go hard, but it's a put option. All right, I'll just pull it over. Hold on. Let me grab it. There we go. Here we go. put option, expiration 9/16/2022, $30 at a premium of 33 cents per contract. That was one of them. That may have been a second one. And then I think a lot of it, that was original one, and then we all had some conversations in the chat and decided to take some other ones also. That's going to be huge. So if you want to play that, good luck. Play that one. RKT, another one that has been a banger. First of all, look at the just death slide that it's had. RKT has produced 1, 2, going on 3 weeks in a row now, and it's still headed down. We've got more downside. We're losing positive momentum on the weekly now. The daily's still bleeding, and we haven't quite closed that gap yet. I'm expecting that to come tomorrow. I think it's 8:13. I think it was 8:13 is where that gap closes. You can get down to the 4 hour. It's really not started building anything. It's still showing just trash to the downside. We're trying to get neutral on the 1 hour, but the 1 hour is very iffy for me as far as basing a trade off. I don't base it off one time frame period, but the 1 hour is just not that reliable if I don't have other factors corroborating the story. If we don't have a 4 hour and a daily corroborate what the 1 hour says, then you've got to take it with a grain of salt, unless you're trying to scalp, and you can do that, scalp it up, but not where I want to be. Like Joe Dirt says, this is where you want to be where Jesus comes back. No, I don't want to be with my hands in my pockets on an RKT trade trying to play upside on something that is not telling me there's upside. Peloton got shorted. It was beat down. We had another member alert Tesla today. Yeah, JoJo, you missed that a minute ago, but we did. The DXY, we looked at it. It's showing that we have more upside. It's trying to fight that little bit of resistance. It's definitely showing that we've got more upside. So if I was going to have to bet one way or the other, DXY goes up. We start seeing some crazy numbers. I mean, it's already at multi-year highs. Don't know why it stopped now. So you got the AXSM trade set up. Let's tell everybody, let's do the Airbnb because it did look so good. Airbnb options trade. It's a call option for an expiration date of September 16th, 2022. Strike price at 1:30, and you're paying today when it was posted at 12 o'clock. You were paying 82-cent premium. So that's where I would be looking to enter there. RKT, I do believe you can enter and still be looking downside below $8. The expiration on RKT was a put. Expiration date is September 16th. $8 strike price at 25 cents was the entry. And if it goes down from where I post it, snatch them up, scoop them up. Right now we've got Foot Locker hanging. That's another one that I'm in pretty heavily, and I know several other people are. We're going to go out here, look at several time frames. The weekly is showing that it's trying to hang on to this moving average. We haven't lost any positive momentum yet, but it is kind of stalled. You go down to the daily, we've started losing that positive momentum. We've got that rounding action. We've got overbought, and that tells me that it needs to start cooling off a little. We have tested the 200-day moving average once, popped back up, but immediately got batted back down. That bullish engulfing handle immediately got swatted back down the next day. A lot of sell volume came in there, so I would be staying tuned for that one. If you're going to be in it, you get a really good deal on your premium right now for it. The 4 hour also corroborating that story. It's running out of steam. The volume's getting low as crap. We've come down out of oversold or overbought territory, and we're building negative momentum. 1 hour, Negative momentum still. We're barely hanging on above neutral on the RSI. We're making high, low, lower high. We're trying our best not to make another lower low, but I think we come back down and test it again. So that's another one I want to be in right there. I want to be at it. It may or may not play out. You never know from day to day. All you can do is the best with the data that you have. You don't know who comes in and swoops it up and buys it all up. Another one for anybody that's interested. We'll go back to BBY. Oh, excuse me. BB, it's so hard to say that. Triple BY. Bed Bath Beyond. So much easier. Now, this one had an insane run, which I'm going to zoom out so y'all can see what I'm talking about, why I don't like it. It's a meme stock. It's untrustworthy. That is a big freaking arch, that big rounding top, and it held up years ago, back in 08. But we have really dumped something hard. We failed to get back and make a higher high. So that's telling me we got to watch out down below. It has been manipulated to hell and back, trying to stay afloat. But on the daily, we got rejected a little bit from the moving average. We're trying to lose this negative momentum, but I think we're just going to get swatted back down with this next candle. And it's just not strong enough to me to say I want to play the upside. They have some big announcement or some news coming tomorrow. And when it comes to news and announcements, are you going to sell the good news? Was it a buy the rumor, sell the good news thing? Or is it going to be terrible news and then people panic sell? Either way, I don't got good feelings about it. I don't like what I'm seeing about it. I don't like the price action at all. On the 4 hour, the 4 hour is definitely confirming that it's trying to go up and close this gap at 16. I don't like it. It's doing it on lower volume. I do not like anything. It seems very sketchy. I would be extremely skittish about trying to play this to the upside. The one you talked about, where at? In the chats tonight? Yeah, if it spikes like that, short it. Which stock did you talk about? This was probably yesterday's, wasn't it? Yesterday's stream, day before. Put it back up there for me. There's so many tickers in my head, and doing this every night is tough. It's tough to remember everything if it's not on my watch list. And I kind of think it might have been. I'm just remembering. Hey, does anybody, how did this, did Best Buy report earnings? That's right, the CVFI. That's we talked about that. That was no, it's not that. That is what do we say? That was an indicator. I can't remember. Where's Bill K5 at when you need him? Because he answered this question the other night for you. I completely missed out on it because I didn't know what it was. It was the volatility index, wasn't it? But we are going to look, yeah, so Foot Locker, blah, blah, blah. I talked about that. AXSM, DraftKings. Does anybody want to trade DraftKings? We'll set you up on that. If anybody got a question about if you're like a stock or company, if you want to get into a trade, ask me right now. We'll do it right now. And I can tell you what the trade's going to be. We'll look at it, analyze it, see if there's a trade to be had. If it is, we'll set you up. Congratulations, you got a freebie. You didn't even have to download my Discord. I don't like it unless you're gonna short it. Yeah, I feel like getting rejected right there on the weekly under the 886 Fibonacci, losing negative momentum. I'd play it to the downside and expect we get down to about 12, what, 1280. If you want to short anything for a longer term period, you can go to DraftKings, short it down to 1280. You'll probably come out ahead. Disney, which has been a posted short repeatedly. American Airlines, we'll look at that again. And Walt Disney, but on the weekly on Disney, we're finally starting to lose a little bit of positive momentum. We're still in the RSI down in the bearish control zone. I'm not real crunk about it. I think it could have a lot more downside. And the daily's confirming it, that we're building negative momentum. The 4 hour, we haven't turned positive yet. Haven't quite turned positive on the hour, but once again, the hour could be a pop and a drop, and 2 candles, you're done. It's over with. So Disney definitely looks good for downside. Most everything's going to look good for downsides for a while. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot just bumping in this market. And now I know somebody. I'm not even going to be ugly about it. Somebody's going to pop up in the chats and be like, "Hey, what about this DFKCXY biopharmaceutical? They got approved for some vaccine, or they got approved to play biofarms." You have to. The only way I've known to play them really is if you find a bunch of cheap ones, buy you a small bag, set it to the side, put you a limit sell on it, and a stop loss, and walk away from it, and hope one day that they get some kind of approval, some good news, because so many of them like SLS and NVAX, NVAX, they've had their moments that they shined during COVID, but before COVID they were garbage. After COVID, they're going back to being garbage. Anybody who comes out with a new approved vaccine is just not. It's not what you want to be in. It's kind of late to the game. But American Airlines, yeah, let's check that out. That was a suggestion here. I don't know where it's at. I was going to type it in. I'm not going to hunt for it. As you can see, it struggled. It has struggled. And we've kind of got this downward sloping, broadening wedge. Call it a bugle. And my concerning issue with it is we had all this negative momentum that we lost. And this is all we got. When we turned positive, we got 3 little bars and it turned white and went immediately back negative. That is not much of a reaction. That's weak on the weekly. And it's already turning red again on the weekly. So I like it on the weekly for downside. The daily is telling you the same story. We can't get above neutral on the RSI, and we're building negative momentum on the daily. On the 4 hour, we were about to go neutral and try to turn positive, and what happened? We started building negative momentum again and got rejected off of neutral line on the RSI. That's not good. Getting rejected off the neutral line on the RSI is weak. Very weak. So now what you have on your hands is some type of really scruffy looking, and I don't want to say it's not even close to textbook, but a really scruffy looking head and shoulders. It's not looking good. Look at the 1 hour real quick. We're still in negative momentum there, and we're just riding this bottom almost to oversold territory. I like American Airlines if you want to play it to the downside. So if you want to enter a put to American Airlines, let's see. Does anybody got one that they're in right now that they want to post? I don't mind. I personally am going to figure this out for you right here. Low and lower low. So I'm looking that we try to retest these lows. I want to see us go back to about $12. So if you're gonna buy put $12 this month is the expiration date, you'll probably be fine. That's it. Chevron, we'll look at Chevron real quick. And then I'm going to bounce off here and try to help my youngest is running for student council, and she needs Dad's help to build her a. We're going to do a sign and work on a speech. I got some lights to put on the sign. I think we're going to do something like "Make fourth grade great again." Something like that's going to be our slogan. But Chevron is. Let's find it real quick. I hear them coming in, all their chitter chatter, ready to start cutting up billboards. Did I not? I didn't. There we go. Anything oil and gas related is great. Anything oil and gas related is great. Yeah, that's right, Lance. I like that $12 strike on ALL. AAL. Chevron's just an uptrend, y'all. I mean, it's still got positive momentum on the daily. Now, on the weekly's telling you you want to be in Chevron for the long haul. I love this. This is beautiful. Look at all of that negative momentum. Almost gone. We're about to turn neutral, head into positive territory. We're in the bullish control zone of the RSI with a very, very strong uptrend. However you want to draw it, it doesn't matter. It's on the way up. I like it long term. Long term, that's going to be a money maker. You're still positive down on the 4 hour. You're not even overbought yet. Chevron looks good. A long position if you want to buy common shares, you want to take a call option on it, you're going to be fine. But that's it right there, guys. Hey, if any of you have not hit the like button, the subscribe button, and tick the little bell for notifications, please do that now. That helps the algorithm get me out there, move me up the list where people can find me, people that's not in the Discord, people that don't know me, people that's not following me on other social media. Helps the channel grow. I'm here for y'all. That's why I do it. So let's keep it growing. Thank you all very much for being here. Been live almost 50 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and get off here. We all got stuff to do to get ready for tomorrow's trading.